Engineering student at Dartmouth.
Hi, my name is Rujuta. I'm also a just completed junior studying engineering at Dartmouth.
We're here as part of an engineering, DHE, Dartmouth Humanitarian Engineering Club. And we came to faraway friends to kind of investigate kind of creative ways that we can use engineering to, make life easier here. And so far, we're specializing in researching like kitchens and hot water systems. So we figured we'd come here this morning and watch their entire cooking process, which starts at 4 a.m. Actually started at 3 a.m. We didn't realize. So we came at 4 and we joined Rosalie, helping her clean the pasta pot and add some more water to the beans. And then she invited us to come back at 6 o'clock. And that's when we started getting water for the pasta.
And so the borehole is way out there, and then the incredible women in the kitchen here carry the water from the borehole that they pump in jerry cans back here. And we calculated 7 trips with 2 jerry cans back and forth, some of 8.
Yeah.
So that's 16 jerry cans plus a few buckets of water that are going into every pot that they're making for the porridge in the morning. And then culture will occur after. So we kind of discussed 2 buckets of options. So I can discuss some of the interim options that we think could make life here easier. For example, the borehole to the house right now, you're physically carrying jerry cans that each weigh probably 20 to 30 pounds. An interim solution could look like something, getting a large luggage cart-like thing or a wagon of some kind so that you can fill 10 to 15 jerry cans, put them in the wagon, drive them all at once, and then you only have to transport from the door to the pot. And a longer-term solution could look something like,
we could have a kind of pipe system that brings water from the borehole to the kitchen, using something even as simple as gravity drain bag as opposed to a pump. So just having an elevated tank next to the borehole and a pipe going from the tank to the kitchen, so that people can fill up, jerry cans or buckets at the borehole and pour it into the top of the tank. And because of gravity, it'll help just push the water into the kitchen. We're also talking about some things like it'd be really helpful to have a better cook stove in the kitchen. There's one really good cook stove right now, and it's great for conserving heat and reducing the amount of firewood that you have to use, which is kind of I remember you guys said that the most biggest expenditure other than teacher salaries is just cooking and food, and firewood is the most expensive thing behind just buying maize and beans, right? So it'd feel like a nice change.
Right.
And those firewood cooking stoves, the new ones that are more efficient, use 3 logs compared to the over-the-stone system, which uses 7 to 8 logs for everyone. Another thing we can do very easily to prevent some of the heat trapping would be to remove these sort of metal sheets from the windows and extend out the overhangs or the awnings further out so that the rain still can't get in, but you're protecting folks and not having them trapped into that small area.
Yeah, smoke is really tough.
So yeah, hopefully we'll brainstorm some more. When you're in Kampala or Mutono, you're still in a bit of what we call a bubble. When you kind of come out here and you realize what it's like to not have running water and the difficulties associated with that, the system that we're here in Uganda to build relies on a running water system. It's not a very hard water source, so there aren't mineral deposits. But you kind of come up here and you realize, that system couldn't work exactly as is, and it forces you to adapt, which I think is neat.
Yeah. Another unique thing about the location here is you have to get over a ferry from Kampala to get here. So right now we're working on a project in Mutono, which is a lot closer to Kampala, and you can get same-day deliveries in Kampala. So it's really helps us to be more flexible, but also sometimes more complacent because we're we didn't buy everything we need yet, but we can always get more. Whereas if you're working in this location, you really have to be really organized and plan a lot further ahead to think about how to transport things. It's also a beautiful location that people here are so friendly. Earlier today, we were at the borehole. There were students coming up to help us pump the water and teach us how to use it properly. They're just very sweet. Yeah.